It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, it's late in the year. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Here's a 2nd and 5. At the 31-yard line. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him headed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 14 carries, 55 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give to Pollard running left. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Prescott now on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Here's the veteran. It's Ronald Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after 1. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Prescott off play action. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 10-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two teams have met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. 2nd down, here's Hurts. Open man is Duvernay. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dorrance Armstrong showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll drop this one off to Swift. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They tried out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing is Hurts.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
last. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Not too much to show you in terms of scoring plays. In fact, there's nothing to show you. A scoreless tie here at the half. Both of these defenses have been outstanding thus far.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Prescott to throw it.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This to Arnold on the short pass. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Swift.
0, DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out, or are they going to make an alternative?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Micah Parsons
Bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott now. And that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
That's taken on the 25. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hurts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn.
On first down, Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Play action. Here's Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 10-0. A minute 53 remaining. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Into the hands of Cooks, and he'll be out right at the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Prescott able to find Jones, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Dak.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
1st down, Prescott.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
14 yards. And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10.
And again, it's Prescott. The left side completion to Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Incomplete. It's a turnover on downs.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Eagles,